Women, the hormonal zone right around in this area here, below the nose, anywhere out the orifice out the side of the mouth, this area in the chin, you grow tiny hairs or dark marks, or you have hormonal acne. Some people think it's like a cold sore or blister or herpes. It's not, unless you actually heard that from a doctor. But if it's just 1 or 2 bumps, you're fine. But if it's a cluster of 5 or 10 bumps, or maybe 3 or 4 or more, that might be herpes. Just be careful. Go to the hospital, go to the doctor. But normal skin care or normal skin types, they pretty much just have 1 or 2 marks. So this is what you need. You need basically just a basic cleanser. The basic cleanser is something that everybody can use. All of these cleansers that I'm going to show you, all of you can use. But this is for somebody who has normal skin. So this video is for you. So your normal skin is not going to have any type of scent to it. And you pretty much put it on your face just like any other ointment or cream. All you need is a little bit. A couple drops. That's it. So again, a couple drops. That's it. This bottle should last you 2 months. Oh, this is even way too much. See how it's dripping down, it's running? This is way too much. Close. Now all I'm going to do is wipe down on my towel, and it wipes away clean. So remember, normal skin types, you're going to use like the non-scented or tea tree scented. Either one you choose, it's great for the skin. And even for the Castile soap peppermint, you can still use. And still for the dry skin or sensitive skin, you can still use. It's just the difference between the colors of the bottles that you're using is one's for acne, blue. Blue is always acne, getting rid of any type of P. acnes, deep cleansing for a cystic acne, so it can finally soften up, because cystic acne is very tough to penetrate through. You need a good cleanser. This is actually a chemical scrub added into this. It is a little tingly. You will feel it. You're like, wow, okay. But you leave it on the face for more than 5 to 6 minutes, it can irritate your skin. So for acne, just use it for about 3 minutes. That's all you need. You really don't even need 5 minutes. Just cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. And I'm about to show you how to use it. Then for dry, sensitive skin, the red bottle, because everything's irritated. It's inflamed. That's why it's in a red bottle. So for this, you pretty much put on the skin for inflamed skin types, dry, itchy, patchy skin, someone has psoriasis or eczema on the skin. This is safe to use. This is going to go ahead and slough off that dead skin at a gentle, calming rate. It's not going to be so active. There's rarely any soaps on the market, or barely I should say, that do this type of action. It's hard to find because not too many people are dry skinned or they have dry skin issues. So they're only going to make a certain batch for certain people, and they're going to make it expensive. So for these are very, very affordable, and these are the ones that you would use. So remember, acne skin or oily skin, or both of them. Because remember, oil production breeds P. acne. P. acne goes into other forms of acne like P. or cystic acne. Then you have milia, you have all types of hormonal acne that pops out. This is good for that. Dry to sensitive skin. And then normal skin. Remember, normal, 1 or 2 problems that just go away. Over-the-counter medicines, I'm not here to bash them, but they are good for normal skin people because there's a higher percentage of people who have normal skin. So that's why they put on the market only 4% this or 6% that. But for somebody like me, I'm oily skin, it's not going to help. So this is the 3 bottles that you have to use, or you should be using. So you're going to get your bowl of water. And remember, I like using the little baby purified water that you get from Walgreens, CVS, Giant, all those places. Doesn't matter, as long as it has distilled water. You know, pretty much great for babies, great for baby skin, great for my skin. The pH level is low, alkaline level. I don't have to worry about it, you know, anything hurting my skin. And you can also use this in your machines, your aesthetic machines. But this is just for people who are using the product. So you want to put in your water in the bowl. Just a little bit. Cap the your water. So now that you have your bowl of water, you take your soap. Again, for normal skin or sensitive or acne. Either way, you can't, they're all the same, but just for that skin condition. Remember, this is all the same treatments. Add some to your palm. That's all you need. Just that little dime size amount. Throw some water in your hands. Work them together. And see how it lathers up really, really good. And then apply it to your face. And I only put a little bit, so if you need more, you just add more soap. But I'm gonna wash off really quickly. Take your towel and dry off. Pat dry. Don't wipe your face, just pat dry your face. Alright, so after you pat dry your face and you feel that it just wasn't soapy enough, okay, add some more. Because you can do a double cleanse. Your basic cleanse is just to get off certain dirt, makeup, impurities, anything that's hindering your face. So open, and we're going to add a little bit more. So now I'm going to add it dry to the face. I'm not going to mix it with water just yet. I just mix it up because my hands are still a little bit wet. Forehead, cheeks, chin, nose. And then now I take the water, mix it in. So see how lathery it is now? It's because you put the soap on the face first. Sometimes when you put the soap in your hands, it can dilute it and it can wash away rather quickly. So this is why this time you see it a lot more soapier. And I do feel it on my face even more. The active ingredients, the tea tree, and it feels good. Get that neck, the décolleté, that little giblet, the turkey giblet. Yep. Remember, circular motion, circular. Get that face massage. Now we're going to wash the soap off. Now we're gonna pat dry the face. I'm gonna remove the bowl because you don't want any water to be spilling anywhere. Set it right there on the ground. Now for your towel, remember you pat dry your face. Pat dry meaning pat, 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 pat. Get those eyes really good. You don't want soap in your eye. Because remember, it's very strong, it's active. And we don't want soap in our eyes at all. And that's it. So for all three soaps, and remember, I just did that in a little bowl of a little bit of water. But as you can see, if I can get the camera in here, how dirty the water is. And that's just from my skin. And see how murky and dull it is? That's right. And that's because I had dead skin cells on my face or just dirt, debris, Anything that hangs and lingers on our face all day, every day, is just sitting there collecting on our face. So now that my pores are nice and open, what do I need to do? I need to add a toner, which you really don't need a toner, because guess what? Inside the soap already has a toner in it, witch hazel. Witch hazel is already in there, closing pore, or after about 5 minutes, because even right now I feel like a cool sensation. Like a cool breeze outside, like after a chemical peel, you know, that cool, the weather hits you, or your cool breeze hits your face, you're like, wow, it feels tingly, it feels calming. Same thing that's going on right now. You should be feeling a cooling sensation, closing or tightening of the pores. So anyways, after that, the next move you would do is adding a nice moisturizer. The moisturizer you're going to use, moisturizer. So this moisturizer is really super good. And the reason why it's super good, because it has a lot of CBD active ingredients from, yes, the cannabis plant. But it's not going to be psychoactive. It's not going to be something to where, oh man, I got super high just from putting on a face cream. No, that's bullshit. Excuse me for cursing. But if you ever hear somebody saying that and they're just trying to sell you something like this wonderful cream that I have, that's a fault, that's lies. So pretty much you're never going to get in trouble for this. This is something that I can ship to you. It has barely like 2.6% THC in it, which is barely detectable by any mass spectrometer or drug test or anything. So you can use it. Hemp has always been great for the skin. Hemp oil, hemp seed, you can't go wrong with that. But hemp seed and hemp oil is a lower CBD concentrate. You need something that's higher, that's going to go ahead and really be helpful for your skin cells to help that trans-epidermal water loss. Remember, there are certain creams and moisturizers on the market, and they claim to say that they're water loving, they hold in moisture. Some do, but majority of them do not. It's impossible to put in that type of molecule with a bigger type of molecule that can't even hold that big molecule inside of a smaller one. That makes no sense. So you need certain ingredients and active ingredients to be kind of the same molecule, the same size, the same expansion size that can even expand even more instead of less. So be careful. But this cream, it's always going to be natural. See the color? So for those who know about coloring of plants, it's a natural color, and this is how you know it's rich in CBD oils. So if you see somebody that has like darker, like real dark, that might just be hemp oil, and that's still good. It's just, it should be a little bit lighter. So when you're putting it on the face, just a little bit, that's all you need. This jar should last you 2 months or longer. For me, it's lasted longer because I only apply this once a day. You can apply it twice a day, then definitely 2 months. It will last you. But as you can see, just that little bit is all you need. So you put in your hand, mash it all together, and see, even that's a little bit too much, because see how oily or greasy my hands are. And you don't want to be chicken face, having you know, like you ate a bucket of chicken, but it's okay. This is how you apply it. Warm up your hands, pat, 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 pat. Neck area, décolleté, back of the neck, ears even. So get that forehead, massage. Me, I'm quicker, you can go slow. Get in between the glabella area, the frown lines, soften those up with this oil. Your skin needs to move, it needs to glide, it needs to be hydrated. Hyaluronic acid is great, but hyaluronic acid is very expensive, and if you can find a good distributor for hyaluronic acid, you're doing good. But most of the hyaluronic crap that you see on Amazon, that you see on these beauty shows and expos, it's full of crap. Just saying. There are companies you can have test your products. You can test this all you want. You can send it to them, pay the $125 fee to find out what's in that product, and they will tell you if it's chemical, if it's bad chemicals, if it's paraben free, if it's, you know, organic, or at least 80% organic, because nothing can be 100% organic. Even though they might tell you that, I still don't think anything, because it has to go through some sort of process to be bottled, to be touched or exposed to air. That's not always a bad thing. It just means it's been refined almost. Not all refined things are bad. So even with the excess oil, just apply to your arms. As you can see, it goes a long way. You only need a little bit. That's how I stand by this product. It's wonderful. So as you can see, it even took care of my arms. Nice and hydrating. Fingers. So when you got that cracked skin, anything that's hindering your skin, you can add this as well. You only need a little bit. See how rich and creamy? This is high concentrated, very high. So when you go on the website and purchase it, you're like, wow, okay, I see why it's $50, because it's worth it. It's worth my basically $25 a month, 50 bucks, because it lasts you 2 months or more. So those ingredients, those are the only things you really need for a basic facial. Remember, when you're cleansing with any of these cleansers and you use your moisturizer, you don't need to combination it with anything else. If you do decide to put on makeup, don't put on the moisturizer, because the moisturizer is already oil loving. It's bilipid layer. It's loving oil production as it is. So it'll stop your oil production from the inside for overreacting to give you more acne and calm everything down. But if you add makeup on top of it, it's now suffocating, and now it's going to produce way more oil on the inside. Your body's saying, oh, something's going on, we can't breathe, so we need to produce oil to pop holes so we can breathe out. And that's where acne is formed. It's an overabundance of oil cells, sweat glands, that go back into hair follicles and cause damage. So remember, if you're putting on makeup, don't use this, because this is too oil loving. This is too slippery. It will make your makeup run. But if you don't use makeup, you're gonna look flawless and shiny, because you see how smooth my skin is. It's like, man, it's like butter. And that's what you want. Smooth, you know, real quick. So anyway, part 2 is going to show you how to use your moisturizing products with other treatments. Let's watch. Okay, you guys, so if you have purchased an at-home peel kit, this is what you need to do to use your at-home peel kit. And when I say peel, I'm just peeling off dead skin cells. This is not a chemical peel, because as an esthetician, you can't purchase a chemical peel that would do harm to somebody's skin at home, because they don't know how to take it off. It's too active. So this is actually just a peel without the chemical, but you still get the same effects. There's still of the dead skin shedding off. Some people will still see like layers of skin shedding, and I'm going to show you how to combat that with a nice moisturizer, the CBD moisturizer, and you can go on about your business and your skin's going to look flawless, I guarantee. So what will come with your kit, in all kits pretty much, anything that you buy, so even if you just bought the cleanser and the moisturizer, you're going to get these items as well. You're also going to get a brush. You can get this small brush, or we have the advanced brush. The advanced brush is about $2 more added into your fee, but it's great. It's great for men, because this side will get beard hairs really good. So see how like my hairs, and it's without hurting my hair. It feels good actually. It's like, damn, I need this. See, even without using a cleanser or anything, shoot, even if I just want to stimulate my hairs, it feels good. I highly recommend the brush. And for females, the same thing. You can still do it and see like my skin feels like it's had a dry brushing session, like for body treatments. When you dry brush the body, get ready for your lymphatic system to move, everything's flowing, my blood, it feels like my face is like something's going on. So I like this brush the best, but this is bamboo bristle brush, nice and soft. You can't go wrong with this either. I use this almost in every video that I have on my client's face. This one you will get with your kit automatically, but this one, this is just a higher level of brushing. So on the soft side, just like the bamboo bristles, same bristles, just different color. It's not charcoal. Charcoal is just the color. But they use the same bristles, same soft bristles. But this one is just for more scrubbing without the sea salts or sugar scrub, too abrasive for your skin. Some people's skin needs that, but most people, you don't. It's too abrasive. You're doing it wrong. You really only need to scrub your face maybe 2 times out of the week. 3 if you have very oily skin, man skin, then 3 times. But for females, just twice a week. And plus, the scrub already has, or the cleanser already has a scrub inside. A chemical scrub. Just has active ingredients. You don't need the sugars or the salt. That's too abrasive for your face. But this is great in conjunction with the soft silicone pads. It's just nice. And see, it still has the oil from my last video from my face. It's very nice. So for the at-home peel, the first step you need to do is cleanse the face. Once you cleanse the face, get everything off your face, soap and water, then you move on to the next step. So your next step is to prepare your peel. You're going to take your peel, and this is the jar that it comes in. You only need this much. This will last you possibly more than 3 weeks, if not a month, because you're going to put this on. This is not a peel that is going to be as active as a chemical peel, to where the chemical peel is going to go down there, and you only need to do that once a month because it's so abrasive. That's why they only have it in these small bottles, 4 to 6 ounce bottles. That's it. That's all you need. That's why this home peel, and it's papaya enzyme peel, and it's really, really great. So what you would do is add this to your face with a brush. You take your brush and see how much product that was just from that brush. This probably will last you up to 2 months, give or take. So you add it to your skin. And all I have right now, I don't really have a mirror, so I'm just going off of the side of my screen. Dip in again, get the product. Get underneath the eye, close that eye, get underneath, get in the beard area if you have hairs on your chin, male and female, doesn't matter, because sometimes we have little small chin hairs. You can just pluck them with some tweezers if you are female and you have that problem. Or you can get a laser removal. Is awesome these days for hairs that you don't want, little small vellus hairs, tiny hairs that peach fuzz you want to get rid of. And this peel is a 30% lactic peel, which you are going to feel, but not in the worst way, not crazy way. It's more of a controlled peel because of the mask. The consistency is a gel, or it's a thick consistency. Anything that's thick takes time. That's why you leave it on the face for about 5 minutes. Then you start to really feel the peeling sensation. Close that eye. Grab some more peel. Get the beard area really good. And I apologize for making a mess, but I'm going off of just a small video screen. Alright, get the chin. And the reason why I open my mouth and spread my lower lip backwards like that, because I want to get underneath, because sometimes there's a line underneath our chin right here, and it needs to get chemical peeled. Don't get it in your mouth. Even though the scent is wonderful, be careful. Upper lip, mum's word, like Even with the beard hair, you go over it. Underneath the chin. Now the last step is my forehead on the left side. right. This right here was a nasty bump that I got by my eye, and I don't know what it was. I don't think it was acne at all because it didn't hurt. I think I just got bit by something, and as you can see, it popped, but it left hyperpigmentation, and I don't like it, but it'll go away someday, soon. Gotta treat myself. Nose, I always kind of save for last because the nose is ticklish. Now in between the glabella, go slow because it's in between your eyes. Careful, careful, careful. Because this peel, it can flicker. It flicks if you go too fast. Up top of the eyelid, eyebrow, get the other side, close that eye. Don't be messing around, opening your eyes, that's crazy. This is still a chemical peel. Very active one. Alright, so now as you can see, you have a whole lot left. So like I said, this will last. You're not putting this on every night. You're not using it every day. No, 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 no. So this peel, I recommend, say you got a chemical peel 3 weeks ago. So in your 4th week, yes, use this. This will pretty much beat out like a Retin-A. A Retin-A cream, they say after a chemical peel, you can use it up to 48 hours after that chemical peel. That's even still too soon. That's still active. But for some people who have fine lines and wrinkles, yeah, they kind of need to use Retin-A 48 hours literally after even the strongest chemical peels like a TCA, because sometimes fine lines and wrinkles are just so deep, they're too much. To soften them up, you kind of almost have to keep putting that Retin-A every other day for the next 2 or 3 weeks until you get that next chemical peel up to about 3 to 6 treatments. So yes, some people's fine lines, dark marks, wrinkles, it takes time to get rid of, and it takes extreme procedures to go through just to even soften them up, because it took many years to get them. It didn't take 5 years or 10 years. It probably took 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and so on to get them. It's a collection of years to get a wrinkle. There's no wrinkle in the world that just happened in 1 year or 2 years. Even for somebody who's in 85 and older, they don't just develop new skin cell or new wrinkles. Even if they did, that means they still have good skin production. Like they're growing something. Like how's the skin even folding in? Something's growing. So they have to get a wrinkle by some means of overuse of that muscle, overuse of the skin deteriorating over time, sun damage, something. The chemicals you put on your face, the creams you buy at, I don't know, Lord and Taylor or Saks Fifth Avenue or whatever store, Ulta Beauty and Sephora, and they tell you to put on your face and it's going to be all great, and it's probably doing more harm than good. Remember, they are in the marketing business. There are thousands, literally thousands of products, literally right when you walk in the store, even 5 feet, there's thousands of them everywhere. And you mean to tell me that all that stuff's great for my skin? Come on, it's BS. So, and all those people who are working there, none of them are estheticians unless you go way to the back into the beauty side of it and you have somebody do a facial for you. Then yeah, they may be an esthetician. They may just have training in skin care and they're still not an esthetician. So you have to be very selective, very careful about products that you use on your face. Pretty much I can almost guarantee everything here is at least 80-85% organic. Even if it went through a process, a machine, even if I poured it into bottles, air got into it, it's still better, far better for your skin than 85-90% of the products out here on the market. Possibly just 90% guaranteed. Because remember, they're in the marketing game. They're in it to win it. And none of you guys are master estheticians or skincare professionals or dermatologists, so how would you know? It's not your fault. It's just greedy corporations making billions of dollars. Literally billions every year. Like clockwork. They never reached under $1 billion. Never. You can do your research. You can go to censusbureau.com, FDA.com, all these chemical manufacturing places and see how much revenue they've made every year. And it's barely taxed. But anyway, you leave this on your face. So I've been talking for about maybe 4 minutes, give or take, and I feel the tingling. Like, okay, it's active but controlled. I can deal with this for another 5 minutes without running off the table and burning. Some chemical peels, people, they love to see the burn or to see the skin peeling off, but they don't like going through the burning effect. Because yes, it does last up to 4 to 6 hours, if not longer, depending on what type of peel it was. If it's a TCA peel, yeah, your skin could be burning for up to 6 to 8 hours. Like literally, even if you put a calming gel, even if you put cold water, it's still gonna be very active, almost like pepper spray. I don't know if anybody's ever been through training for pepper spray, especially if you've been in the military or military police or regular police or law enforcement, period. You've been through pepper spray training, and that pepper spray is about equal to this. Seriously. But pepper spray training in the military and all that good stuff, you got to get in your eye and in your nose. Like they really spray it up in there. They make sure your eyes are open. So yeah, it's pretty terrible. As far as your skin, yeah, it's burning, but not as much as your eyes and your nose, because your skin can take it up to about 5 minutes. 10 minutes is really burning way too much. So some people don't want to burn past 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 6 hours. That's too much. And they'll never come back to get a chemical peel. So with this home peel, oh, you're gonna see a glow about your face. You're gonna see like, oh, okay, I am peeling, but it's a natural peel. It's not the whole snake skin peeling off my face looking crazy. All right, so now that you guys have sealed your peel, so now you can keep it at room temperature, keep it somewhere that's nice and dry, cool area where it's not too hot. 85 degrees and higher, it can mess with your chemical peel. So what you want to do is keep it into a room to where like now it's a controlled atmosphere. Don't keep it in your car. If you do travel with it, at least take it out of your car, put it somewhere where it's nice, cool and dry if you're traveling, because this you can travel with. It's nice and compact for travel size. So you put this away, and now you can still see the peel is still on my face, and I only put a light version of it. You can layer it all the way up to 2 passes, 3 passes, but I will stop at 3, maybe 4. Because you don't really need that much, because right now I feel it. Not burning to where it's like, oh my god, I need to take this off. No, but I do feel the active ingredients of the peel. So what I have here is still my bowl full of water, but it's the murky water, the contaminated water, which I use to cleanse my skin. I didn't want to just throw it down the drain just yet, because now I take my brush, which still has the peel on it, and I put it in and swish it around. Swish, 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 and cleanse your brush. So now that your brush is clean, move your bowl to the side, or actually put your bowl down. Don't put things to where they're gonna spill. The brush, dry your brush off, because remember, you're gonna use this brush again to apply your cooling gel. The cooling gel, you're gonna apply it with the brush over the face. Let's go. So dry your brush, your bristles. And what you need to have on standby as well is your blotting towel. The towel is just going to be so when you take off the peel, it'll be on that towel, so you don't have to be running around going to a sink or whatever. Well, if you already have a sink, then you just hold your hands under water, spray your face. For right now, for video purposes, I just have the towel right here on my table. And this is just something for if you have a blood spill kit, say somebody gets cut or nicked, I clean their wounds, put on a nice antiseptic like for a peroxide, something like that, clean their wounds really quickly, and also put on a stippling powder to stop the bleeding if it's just a small nick, because there's no way I'm going to make a small or really large gash to where they're bleeding profusely. No, there's always going to be something small. Or if you pop acne and it just keeps bleeding, you need to stop, just get some of your stippling powder, put it on there, clean it up, and you're good to go. So if you get product in your eye, this is what I use this for, or cleansing my face on the go, because not everywhere you're going to have a sink at all. So what are you going to do if you do treatments such as a quick facial, pretty much, or something that's going to last them 10 minutes? You're just cleansing, moisturizing, keep it moving. An express facial. An express facial is about 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. All you have time for is cleansing, toning, and moisturizing. That's about it, and maybe an extraction here or there. So you still need water, because you might not have access to a sink or a whole jug of water, unless you're going to carry 5 of these up flights of steps or to an event. That's a lot of carrying. So what you need is a small little water mister. So what we're going to do is mist my face right now so I can take off this peel. All you need to do, press the little button right here. Well, you need to pump it first, full of water, 5 or 10 pumps should be good, and get ready to spray. So I'm going to close my eyes so you guys can see. Remember, you're holding your face over your towel. Put the mister down, towel blot. Now see the product that came off on the towel? So remember, I just took off a lot of product. Let me show you guys again. And don't forget the ear area, because sometimes peel likes to drip down the neck, décolleté. Alright, so as you can see, yeah, it was pretty much a lot on my face. It may have blended in with my skin, so you're thinking like, oh man, he didn't put too much. No, I did. So my skin actually matches with the peel. So after you do your first cleanse, you can do another one. So remember, and then spray one more time. So this is like a second cleanse. All right, get your towel. And you're blotting on a fresh side, not the same side, but a fresh side. Blot, blot, blot. Get those corners of the hair. Get the hairline. Ears. For men, beard hair. And that's it. So now remember, so see how it's just still a little bit coming off? That's why we do a second cleanse. You could even do a third or a fourth, however you feel. But I feel my skin is really, really good. Like right now, it feels refreshing. Like I have brand new skin. I can feel other sensations. I'm like, wow, how come I wasn't feeling this before? Because now my pores are open. They're receptive. They're ready for my peptide cream, my CBD cream, repair cream, whatever you need to do to repair your skin. Now's the best time. You need to go for it. So what we're going to do now is a calming balm. Calming balm has plenty of peptides in it, vitamin E for your skin growth. So when you're putting those two combinations together, oh man, you can't lose. And it also has vitamin C. So vitamin C is always great for new blood cells to grow, the blocking of sunlight, UV light and stuff like that. Like if you put vitamin C powder on a cut and a half apple and you leave it out in the sun, shoot, that apple could probably stay out there all day and turn maybe just a tad bit brown. Because vitamin C powder is actually way stronger than you'll see in the liquid forms. Like when they say, oh, this has L-ascorbic acid and blah, blah, blah. In the liquid form, they can only put so much because it's going to evaporate. Or it would have to be on the shelf life for about maybe possibly 3 weeks, and that's pushing it. But the powder form, because it's a powder and the molecule is bigger, it can't be absorbed by like creams or whatever until after several weeks, if not several months. So you want powder form, and that's what I do to mix in my calming balm. So the calming balm, you're going to take your brush. Your brush is already saturated and ready to go. And my skin it feels tingly, like hot, but not unbearable like a regular chemical peel would do. So this is going to calm your skin down even more. Uh-oh, dripping. Yeah, be careful applying it to the face because sometimes it drips because I put way too much. But I'm just showing you guys for effect. Add a little bit more. Close the eye. Get down underneath that eye real good. Because that eye skin will burn like with a regular chemical peel. Oh man, that's my most sensitive area. Is like my upper lip and eye area. It just because it's the thinnest skin is the eye area. And it really gets in there. Underneath the chin. Other side. Generous amount. Nose. Underneath the eye again. Close the eye. Get the crest or crevices of the nose. And this again calms the skin down because right now, man, it's like cool sensation all over. Upper eyelid, close that eye. Eyebrows, close that eye. Upper eyelid area. Get in between those crow's feet if you have them. Hopefully after this treatment you won't. I know you won't, but do our best. And that's it. So you still have a whole bunch left. That's why it's only in this little small container. It's very concentrated. What I mean by concentrated is the best stuff is always in the smallest packaging. When you think about it, like you said, your chemical peels, they only sell it 4 to 6, possibly an 8-ounce bottle. Anything higher is probably diluted or a bunch of crap. Aromatherapy oils and stuff like that, they're always in these little 10 millimeter bottles. Pretty much. Anything higher than that, you're wasting your time. Like at Giant or CVS or whatever, when I seen like these huge big bottles of 10 milliliter, or not 10 milliliters, but like 30 mil, 50 mil for only $8. It's diluted with water. They're scamming you. Be careful. So concentrated just means like it's a whole bunch of goodness in a small batch. So if you look at anything that's deadly, for instance, I know I equate a lot of things to like the military or Marine Corps, or because they've trained us through survival schools that there's certain little small creatures that will kill you quicker than any big like tiger, jaws, you know, pretty much a great white shark or any type of piranha. Like they will kill you quicker than the bigger animals will. You know what I mean? Like a scorpion, a sting from just one scorpion, 20 minutes you need to get to the hospital. If not, you will die. Same thing for like a black mamba or those green tree frog snakes in Asia. One little peck and you barely feel it. You feel like a little sting, but it's like, what the hell was that? Was that a mosquito bite? No, that was a snake biting you. The teeth and the venom went in so quick and so fast, you didn't even know. You're just thinking it's like a insect or some sort of gnat, pretty much mosquito that just bit you. No, that was an actual poisonous snake. There's a frog, and there's little poisonous tree frogs. If you touch them and come in contact with them, you can die. There's certain plants you brush against, you can have allergic reaction. Forget poison ivy. Me, I catch poison ivy very fast. I'm very sensitive. it can blow in the air and I'll catch it. Cutting my stepfather's lawn, and they have a patch of poison ivy that lays in the back field. If it blows on me, I normally catch it, and I have to calamine lotion, stay in cool, dry places. That's how sensitive my skin is. So the same thing, and these are just small things that cause the most damage, that will kill you, that will take you off of this earth real fast. You know what I mean? So there's a flying like a little moth thing that can land on you in the desert. It kills tarantulas. It can kill a human being as well. Little small things. Centipedes. You can't just eat anything in the wild. You can't pee in certain water because the little things will swim up your urethra or your urinary tract tube, give you all sorts of hell in the jungle, in the woods, in the desert. Shoot, everywhere. So same, concentrated. They have such a high powered concentration of venom or power just in a small person, like the power stones, the infinity stones from, you know, the Infinity Wars, the Marvel's movies. When Thanos, he has all those stones in that glove. These things are more powerful than life itself almost. You know what I mean? So same thing for this. It's like your blue infinity stone for your face. It's powerful. So you only need a little bit. So when you're asking why I got this package in the mail and only got this little bit of container, because you only need a little bit. You're not using this every day. This is just after a chemical peel. This will last you 2 to 3 months, give or take. It just will. Because every time you're doing that peel, every 3 weeks, because you can use this at-home peel every 3 weeks. That's just my recommendation. But technically you can use it every 2 weeks. Because it's not that much to where it's pretty much like your Retin-A creams. Your Retin-A creams you should probably be using every other day, because they're not going to give you something over the counter that's that strong. Nowhere near this percentage. So that's why I say you only need this every 2 weeks. So if you don't want to keep getting a chemical peel every month, your dermatologist, to make money, they're going to request that you come in at least 3 to 6 treatments, maybe 8 to 10 treatments, give or take. That's almost like a year's worth of treatments, like once every month for the next 6 months, once every month for the next 8 months, one every month for the next 10 months. That's like a year worth of chemical peels at $250 for a Vi peel, or which is just stands for Vitality Peel, or a Ultra Peel from PCA. The stuff's expensive. They're probably going to charge you $250 for just one chemical peel. So if you have 10 chemical peels times $250, man, you know, you're definitely over $1,000 something easily. And that's just your peels. Then they're going to charge you for a basic facial. They're going to charge you for your instruments, for dermaplaning your face, or for giving you a hydradermabrasion, or for giving you a skin pin treatment. These are all separate fees. So when you go to that dermatologist's office and you're spending $450, $500, $800, or $1,000 plus if it's a laser machine or more, that's what you're spending your money on. And you probably don't need but 2 of those treatments, not all 5 or 6 of those treatments. So that's why every 2 weeks you can get away with it. I would not do it every week. You don't need that much dead skin coming off your face. Your skin has to grow and regenerate, or regenerate and then grow. Your baby cells, your daughter cells, your mother cells birthed them, and now the daughter cells have to grow and flourish. So now we're going to go into the second phase, which is lightening, or not lightening, but brightening our skin with a nice CBD moisturizer, because that's the last step. After this, you can leave this on your face because it will dry, or you can just moisturize it into your skin with your hands if you still put too much, because I put too much. So even if you put too much, just work it into the skin, and see, now it's drying up, because yeah, it's not too much. Rub it on the neck, get that neck area. So now you put on your oil, or your moisturizing cream basically. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. That's it. That's all you need. And this is too much, I can guarantee you. Watch. So you put in your hands. It's solidified in the beginning, but now it liquefied because of the heat of your hands. So see how greasy it looks? But it's wonderful for your skin. So blot, blot, blot. Ears. Remember, your ears are connected to your face. Pretty much. They're just on the side of the face. All of this area, your head, your cranium, everything, it still has skin. If I shaved all my hair off, like all of this off, you would still have skin around it. So you do get the back of your neck. You do get your shoulders. You do get your chin area, the neck area. And work it in, nice and slow. Or fast, whichever one you prefer. So see how nice and moisturizing it is? You can see the glow. Get that neck area. In between the cracks of the eyes. This is not going to burn in your eyes either. You can actually put this in the corner of your eyes. My eyes are open and it's in the corner. That lacrimal bone or that lacrimal joint, and it causes your tears. Remember, lacrimal, lactate, your eyes lactate or tear up. This doesn't burn your eyes. I mean, you would have to really dig all up in your eye, but that would irritate any eye just from you irritating it. But even if you get in your eye, you're safe. It's good. Nothing but vitamin E oil, some peptides, some sunscreen, and then the CBD oil. Those ingredients added into the cream that I just put on my face already has a natural sun blocker in there, so SPF 15. So if you want an SPF 30, just apply it midday. So morning time before you wake up is a great time, and then during the day, if you keep it in your office, apply it before you go back out to like lunch or on a run or going home. Or if you have a window view, but my windows are tinted so the sun really doesn't come in too much. But if you don't have it tinted windows, just apply this again to your skin. So then that will equal a 30 SPF, sun protected factor. So now that everything is, I wipe my hands on this towel because I put too much. That's what I said, you only need a little bit. Highly, highly concentrated. When you get your bottle or jar of it, really test it. Try just a little bit and then rub it in your hands, and then the next time try a little bit more. Then the next time, you can always start low to high, but it's always harder to go from high to low. You see what I'm saying? Once you have way too much of something, it's hard to back down off of it. It's easy to build yourself up. So less is best. I'm just telling you. I can sell this to you every day if you wanted me to. Yes, go ahead and use a whole handful. I'm not a marketing scheme, and I'm not a big corporation that wants your money. I'm not in it to win it for your money. I'm in it so you can take care of your skin, so you can look, you know, the best you every day. You know what I mean? You can feel the best you every day. You know what I mean? If you look good, you feel good. You know, your confidence rises. People notice, like, wow, why is your skin glowing? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, that's what they're thinking in their mind. They're cursing. You know, sorry to curse if there's young people watching. I apologize. But this is me being real. This is me. And if it wasn't me, it would be some bullshit. And that's not me. So anyways, the next video, we're going to show you guys how to add a lightening soap to your skin. Alright everybody, so some people always ask, like, how do I get rid of hyperpigmentation? As you can see right here, this dark mark, because I popped this acne bump, or might have been like a spider bite or something. I don't really think it was acne because it didn't hurt when I popped it or touched it. It was just terrible, you know, and it's gone, but it's just hyperpigmentated, meaning dark marks. The pigmentation of my healing factor sent too many fighters or warriors to heal this wound, and that's why you have the dark outline. It's too many healers going to the same one affected area at the same time. It's almost like if an apartment fire happens, what do they normally send? Do they send 2 ambulances or just 1 fire engine or 2 fire? No, they send different districts from a 10-mile radius, maybe even a 15-mile radius of all the fire trucks, ambulances, police, just for an apartment building. Because think about it, an apartment building has how many people? At least 250, 1,000 people, maybe even 3,000 people, give or take. So they have to send so many units just to handle one small kitchen fire. Because remember, it's an apartment building. Even though they got it contained, even though the kitchen fire was only, you know, some burnt grits or something, or, you know, the chicken went wrong, or I don't know what the hell happened. And all they did was make the smoke alarms go off. But remember, in a hotel fire or an apartment fire, it's going to send everybody in the world to heal just that one kitchen fire that already been put out. So right here, it's the same thing. It's that one little small bump, and they sent too many healing factors or warriors to heal my skin. It healed quickly, but it left the dark marks. There's too many people in one area. And that's what happens to our skin. So to get rid of this, we always need something to brighten and lighten our skin. The number one go-to for me is a lactic peel. I always like to do dermaplaning. Then I do the skin pin to puncture holes into the skin. So now that chemical peel can go now deep down into the skin and heal these type of wounds. So what I mean by that is dermaplaning. Dermaplaning scrapes away the outermost layers of skin, and then it goes into a deeper layers of skin. Like the first skin layer will get off, then the second, then the third, then the fourth. As long as you keep on digging and going in, but you have to know when to stop because your skin can get irritated. So then I would use the skin pin. The skin pin or nano pin, and actually my cartridges are right here. So turn it off, put the cartridge in. So right, so now with the cartridge on, I would just go across it. And loosen it up, loosen up some of that skin with the needles, or the nano pin is just poking, making small micro channels in the face. So after this treatment, now I'm going to use a soap or a cream that can go down in there and lighten, sort of like lidocaine back in the day, or not lidocaine, but there was a chemical on the market that pretty much was bad for the skin, but it did lighten and it did brighten. And the name slips my mind right now. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of it. But anyways, but it was great for your skin, but people don't use it now because it was cancer forming. After time, if you use it too much, it was cancer forming. But I thought it was a really good product because it did work. So the next best thing is to actually get your lightening soap. Your lightening soap and your small bowl, which you will get when you order both of them. So the soap just goes into the bowl. All you need is your brush. All you're going to do is wet the bristles of the brush, or pour a small amount into the bowl. Let's watch. So all it do is water, bowl with the soap, a little bit of water. That's it. So now that the bowl and the soap is mixed together, you take your brush, put it in the bowl, get the bristles wet, because remember there's still water in the bowl. So all you do is wiggle, 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 get those brush hairs nice and wet and lubricated, soft. So now that they're soft, see the water, right, so they're nice and lubricated. So the soap, all I need to do is work a lather of the soap. Sometimes it's slippery, sometimes you might have to hold the sides. Oh shit, too much water. You hold the sides of the soap and just lather, 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 lather. That's all you're doing. So once you worked up a good lather, all you're gonna do is put that on your skin. So say my hand is my face. Remember, I just did a peel on my face, so I don't want to mess my good work up. So I'm just gonna add it to my hand. So you're adding the soap to the hand, and man, it feels good. Or you're adding it to the dark mark on the face. Whatever your skin condition is or problem, you're just adding it. And see how it lathers up? You don't need much. You just need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. It's highly concentrated, once again. I'm trying to tell you. You don't need to buy 5 and 6. You need maybe 2, possibly 3, just to last you every month. This soap will last you a month, month and a half. If you're stretching it really, really good, 2 months. But for me, I use it a month and a half. Because I like using it every other day. Don't use this soap every day. You don't need to lighten your face every day unless you just want to. You need to let your skin breathe. You need to let it grow. So once every other day or 3 times a week, you're good. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're straight. If it was a heavy weekend, you know you sweated a lot, you know you then possibly a 4th day, but you really only need about 3 days, once every other day per week. So remember, just Scrubbing, scrubbing, scrubbing. So the hand is representing the face, but I know you guys are probably gonna say, well, why don't you just put it on the face? Okay, let's put it on my affected area. And you're just working it in for about 30 seconds. You don't need too much time, 30 seconds maybe to a minute. And then see how much it lathers up. I told you, you only need a little bit. And I know I can't stress that enough, because I see a lot of people just buying products over and over and over. Like I said, I frequent my CVS or my Walgreens and all this stuff because I go get water, get a Gatorade, or get a snack or two, and it's right there. I walk to it all the time from my office. And I see people literally in that cosmetic aisle, and they'll see me in my white lab coat. They think I work there. You know what I mean? And so I will give advice. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm greater than CVS or Walgreens and Giant and Sephora. Don't talk to me, damn it. No, I give them great advice right then and there. I'm like, no. They'll ask me what product is great. What is good? Should I buy this? I like the packaging. 9 times out of 10, people will always tell me, oh, I love this smell. Don't you like this? And don't you think this works? Fuck the smell. The smell is what gets you to buy the damn thing. The smell will always lure you to that area. You know what I mean? So smelling the product, like if I smell this soap, it doesn't smell fantastic. It just smells like regular. It's a soapy, citrusy smell, yes. But you have to get really, really close to it. It's not overpowering. Like right now, right here, I can barely smell it, but I have to get right up on it. Yeah, it's like papaya, because papaya has bromelain in it. Pineapple has pectin, and those are really, really good activators to slough off dead, dark skin, the skin that you don't want, and it helps layer out or smooth out your natural melanin. You need certain things like koji berry, which kojic soap, willow bark from certain trees in Africa, lightning soaps. You know what I mean? So that's what your best source of information is from plant-based or product-based products that are sourced from plant-based items that will give you lightning properties. Don't just say, oh, I got this from the such and such corporation and they promised me lightning skin. Yeah, they made that lightning skin all right. They made it in a factory somewhere, which could cause cancers for your skin. It could cause this. Nothing natural has caused cancers, not that I've known. No skincare or cream that's purely natural has caused bad stuff for your skin. I haven't heard of that. But anything made chemically, I'm talking about from a factory, will fuck your skin up. It's just how it is. There's so many things added into it because remember, it has to stay on the shelf life for up to 2 years, possibly 5 years. Their return on money and investment, they're going to make a shitload of money off of you because that product that already has ended the efficacy, which means the good stuff that's allowing your skin to grow and blossom and to do what it says, the efficacy is gone. You know what I mean? But it lasted 2 or 3 years, what they're claiming, but it really hasn't. The good ingredients in that product, they've been long gone. The stuff that's in there is fillers, parabens, toxic nonsense inside of your products. You know, propyl glycol or whatever. All that stuff's bad for you. So right here, I feel a tingling sensation. These soaps you only want to leave on the face a couple minutes, 1 to 3 minutes. That's all you really need. Everybody wants to leave it on for like 10 minutes. I mean, yes, you can. If you're only doing it 2 times a week, then okay. But if you're doing this every day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you could actually leave a white mark on your face because you would cause hypopigmentation, not hyper. Think of hyper like Street Fighter, Hyper Street Fighter. When they were fighting real fast, throwing punches, everything was super fast because it was Hyper Street Fighter. Now hypo Street Fighter would be kind of the reverse of it. Not slow, but almost where you wouldn't even see punches because everything would be white. The whole screen would be white. You see what I'm saying? So it's like hypopigmentation. Think of hypothermia. Hypothermia causes cell death, which causes blackening on the outside of the skin, cell necrosis or cell death. But if you look at it under a microscope, it's white because it kills the white blood cells, so it turns albino. You know what I mean? Leukoderma, it's white. translucent. So you don't want white spots on dark skin. Skin types 4, 5, and 6, you don't want white spots. So be careful with those whitening creams. Yes, they do work, but they're full of toxic, cancer-forming bullshit. Yes, they do work. If you look at Nicki Minaj or Beyonce or Rihanna, they were already light-skinned anyway. They were brown-skinned. Most of them were. And then Rihanna was maybe a skin type 3 almost. You know what I mean? She was 4, but she wanted to even be lighter to a skin type, definitely skin type 3. So if you look at their befores and after, and those doctors, some of those lightening creams are injectable. They didn't just get a soap. Soap takes time. This stuff takes time, which they don't in Hollywood. So they get injectables or laser treatments. Those things will quickly take out your pigment. And they have creams that they'll never sell on the market. So when you're seeing stuff on YouTube and they say, oh, try this African black soap and care cream from Switzerland or whatever the hell you bought it from, it's a gimmick. Some of it does work, but some of it works too well to where it will damage your skin. So right now, I still feel the tingling. Everything is working. I need to take it off. So we get our little sprayer. Get ready. Close that eye. Towel. All right, so that's the lightening soap. You're just putting it on. Take care of my hand. You're just putting it on the face so it can lighten up over time. This one's going to take a little while because it's dark and I'm brown skin. Like, you can definitely see certain marks. And it's going to take time for me to get rid of it. Like, a lot of time probably. Anytime in the face underneath the eye skin is very sensitive. So that's all you need for your lightening soap. You just take your brush, foam up a little lather, do your whole face if you want to lighten up and brighten up. And this is after your home peel or chemical peel. You can use it in conjunction with that. It won't affect it. At least wait 48 hours after your peel. Then go back to your lightening soap. And that's all you basically need for your lightening soaps for your face. As far as body, I don't sell anything for your body because I do believe lightening your body is different because you're way too heart, lungs, lymph nodes, everything neck down, or at least from this area, because remember your lymph nodes in your neck are huge. They're like grapefruits. So, well, they're not that big, but anything below that is danger zones, especially in between your legs. In time, those people who use lightening creams probably will have some sort of problem down the road. I'm almost guaranteeing it, because you now have depigmentated your whole entire body. How are you going to fight off certain infections, cancers, if you already reconstructed your DNA almost? You know what I mean? Like your whole pigment cells, you know what I mean, from birth, and you're changing them. You really kind of are changing and altering the DNA structure of, you're getting your body ready for those chemicals. Now your body needs that chemical pretty much to keep going or to keep staying light. Nothing stays light and white forever. No, that's why Michael Jackson, I'm not blaming Michael Jackson, but he wanted a certain look. His pigment, yes, he had to keep getting certain injections, certain pills, certain creams, certain baths, certain medical treatments and massages just to keep up that light and white pigment. It's hard to do. And even these Hollywood actors and actresses, they know they spend a lot of money. They spend top dollar to look the way they look. They have a whole medical team coming in their house and hooking them up. When Beyonce says, I woke up like this, no, you didn't. No. Medicine and procedures made you wake up like that. Natural beauty, oh yeah, that's all day, every day. But when you altered all this else, no, that's something else. That's your nutrition made you wake up like